So the one thing we talked about yesterday was this new challenge we're working on called the 100 sats for 100 days for 100K challenge. So the idea there is that you sign up for the challenge. We've already had what? How many people in there right now? The Saturn. How many people are in there? We got 7 members in there right now. Sorry, 6. And I think a few people reached out that they want to be added to that group chat as well. So we got 6 people currently in the challenge. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to earn, starting May 21st, in 6 days from now, we're going to go for 100 days. We're going to try to earn 100 sats per day on various platforms, various ways of doing it. And if anybody gets to that end of 100 days, they're going to be entered into a draw for 100,000 sats from me, plus a few other things as well. Maybe even some Bitcoin golf tees. So that's the idea there. And if you are interested, if you want to be, if you found any sort of value and interest in this show today, you might want to consider just dipping your feet a little bit. And I think that this is the perfect way to do it. So if you do want to get serious about earning money as a side hustle or potentially your future business, and you just want to start something in motion, add a few different wheels or spokes to your wheel of income, then sign up for the challenge. I dare you. Got 6 people in there. We're going to go through it. And I think that the main thing that this is going to, the main takeaway people are going to get from this is just being part of this community, being in a group chat, talking to other people, other Bitcoiners about how to earn money, ideas, different avenues of doing it. And I think even if you don't get to 100 days, if you don't complete the challenge, I think just by being a part of it will exceed the amount of value you could possibly have. Sachi says, does ShakePay Shake Sats count? Yes, everything does. I was going to have a few different rules on it, but I just think that that'll be too confusing for people. So an example of that is like, there's a few people in this chat I know who have fairly big shake streaks right now. So all they have to do is shake their phone, earn 1,000 sats, enter it into the spreadsheet, and they'll be on the path to 100 sats for 100 days. So I'm not going to be censoring how people earn sats. The idea here is that you want to get into a habit for 100 days of earning sats every single day. And I think that once you actually put it on the paper and see it, how much you're earning, you're going to be more focused on it going forward. So if you are interested in that, I encourage you to check the description below this video. It says Living in the Future. Sign up for that. Shoot me an email. Say you want to be part of the challenge, and we'll get you added to the group chat. So there you go. So I'm going to give a few different ideas here because we talked about consistency. We talked about the jab, 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 right hook. And I'm going to give you a few ideas just to start. And I want you to build off of this, but I'm going to give a few ideas here on how you could start doing this consistently and just throwing shit at the wall. So these are some examples. I think that for the most part, people will kind of tailor it to themselves. Every situation is different. Everybody has different skills. Maybe you're good at blogging. Maybe you're good at talking on the internet. Maybe you're good at, who knows, filming TikToks, very short form stuff. But here's a few ideas that I want to give you in terms of what you can do just to start. So the first one here, these are all going to be applicable to Nostr. That's kind of but you can apply to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. But I mean, if you want real value, get onto Nostr, because likes on Instagram are just a complete illusion, a societal illusion, worth nothing. On Nostr, if somebody gets value from your posts, your information, they can send you money, Bitcoin. So that's the idea here. First one here is just post a picture of a recipe every day. Look at your mom's place or your grandma's place. I think that the recipes and that kind of lifestyle that our grandparents lived is in very short supply right now. Everybody wants things today. Everybody wants a hack to things. But if you look at our grandparents and how they lived life, they were very low time preference. And so find an old cookbook from your grandma's house, take a picture of it every day, post a different recipe, try them out, take the recipe, post it, actually cook that meal and then take a picture of it. And there will be people online who get some sort of benefit from that. And I might even try it. I just have too many things going on. But I know that if I took my grandma's cookbook and I posted a picture of the recipes every single day, I know that people would get value from that. 'Cause she's a Ukrainian caterer. She's been cooking her whole life, and her recipes are second to none. But I just don't have the time or the want to do it right now. But there might be somebody out there listening to this who does have the time. So recipes, find an old cookbook from your grandma's house, take a picture of it every day, and just post that. That's one idea. The second one here, and this is actually a shout out to our buddy Crypto Heathen over in Zap.stream. And all you have to do here is read a book, take some quotes from it, get a nice little background on it, have your little template for your background of it, post a quote from the book, and just post that. Post that. And Crypto Heathen does that with Jason Lowery's software book. He just has like a template that he uses with the antlers in the background, kind of transparent, but then he puts the quote on top of it and he shares that. And if you look at his Twitter account, he actually gets quite a bit of traction through Twitter with his software quotes. So that's a perfect example, but you don't have to use software. You can use the Bitcoin Standard. You could use any book. Actually, a really good one for this would be Tim Ferriss's book, Tools of Titans. So you could just have like a template that you use for every post. You put the quote on there, you say who it's from, and you just post that. You're done in 5 minutes. You do it every single day, and eventually you'll find an audience there. Oh, you can't even see him. Arnie's snoring. So that's number 2 there. Lots of lists today. Third one here, though, is just document your day, regardless of what you're doing, what you're working on. Anytime that you do something, like let's say you're a project manager. Let's say you're a project manager. You take a picture you're at the job site. You take a picture of whatever you're working on. You say, here's a picture. This is what we're doing. This is why I did it. In case somebody else is renovating their home, maybe they'll get some inspiration from that. Maybe you can teach them, this is how we did the backsplash on this. You take like 3 shots of it. There's so many people out there who do this stuff every day with their phone in their pocket, but they just don't document it. So, I mean, you don't have to do it on the job site. You don't have to take a picture and then spend 10 minutes making a post to go along with it. Just take pictures of everything that you do, put it into a folder, organize it. And then when you need, take half an hour every day and pull from that folder and add your own 2 cents to it. And that's your post for the day. So you have this whole inventory of content that you're taking every single day. You just have to get into a habit of doing it. You go home, you upload it. And then when you have 15, 20 minutes, you pull one of those pictures and you make a post about it then. So don't feel like you have to do all this at once. Like you don't have to take the picture on the job site, come up with a post, share it across all your platforms. Just take a picture and keep it all together. And then set apart a couple minutes, or like I said, 15, 20 minutes a day, and just post that. You're going to find an audience that way. And a few more. I mean, this one's kind of silly, but at the same time, there's people who do it. There's people who are good at it. And if you're, helping somebody or adding value, then they're going to give value back. So post an old song of the day. Think back to your college days. And if you think about it, like I look at my insights from YouTube, and the majority of people who watch the show are between the ages of 30 and 60. So if you're, let's say, 40 years old, think back, look at some old playlists, throw in some old CDs, find songs, and just post 1 song a day from those days, because that's the easiest thing that people can relate to is music. So they say, this is the song of the day, the classic song of the day, and post something that you listened to in college at the bar. And people will listen to it. People will start sharing their songs. People will maybe zap 10 sats a day because they like what you're doing. Like I said, these things aren't going to be for everybody, but there probably will be somebody listening to this or watching this who it does apply to. So there you go. I'm out of breath. That was a lot. And there's a nice comment from King. Thank you for providing us with value on a regular basis. Your consistency alone is admirable, not to mention the information, energy, and diligence you also express. That is not, I have not paid King to say that. He is not on my payroll, but I very much appreciate that. Thank you. Folsom Auto. Good